Okay, hello everybody, and we should be live. Everything should be good. Okay, is that looking okay here? Okay, yeah, okay. So tower defense game that I worked on yesterday, and I'm quite excited to continue working on today. So let's look at our little program. Okay, so what have we got here? We have like one villain that is going along the path, and those towers are changing color when the villain is getting in range. Okay, so what I want to do today, yeah, okay, what I want to do is pull up the code. So starting Sublime here, and I'm gonna create a new struct. Okay, I think that's, well, I don't know if it's the only way of doing it, but anyway, I'm gonna go for it and we'll see how that works out. So I'm gonna do struct, and then I'm gonna call it bullet. Now this is a word where I imagine there might be magic, and so yeah, it might not literally be a bullet, it might be a magic spell or something, but okay, we're gonna call it bullet. Define tau max bullets, and I'm just gonna go with 1,000 here. 100 really doesn't seem enough, so max bullets. The villain int HP, okay, because of course if we have bullets they have to do some damage, so it's time to think about HP, right? Okay, so I will need to think very carefully about how I'm gonna make those work, right? But now here, there we are, and then here bullets. There we are. Okay, and of course, again, because of the mem set that we do at one point, all of that will be initialized to 0. Okay, now what needs to happen? Automatically, the tower begins to fire when an enemy comes in range. Okay, so that's one thing. An enemy begins to fire, or a tower begins to fire when an enemy comes in range. So a bullet needs to be created, and it needs to be set onto a particular trajectory. It needs to be given a speed and a trajectory. It's gonna follow a certain path, like a straight line. Okay, starting from the tower, the barrel of the gun where the tower is. So I'm just gonna say the starting point is just going to be the center of the tower, right? Because, you know, no matter how far along we get in the game, we can always approximate the tower with a circle. Okay, I don't know what kind of design we're gonna give them when we get to the like proper graphics, but we can just say, okay, from the center of the tower, that's where the bullet starts, and then it needs to be given the direction. Right. It doesn't need to be given a distance, right? Because it's going to go in the general direction of an enemy, that enemy will keep moving, and so depending on how fast the bullet goes and depending on who knows what we put into the game, any number of things can happen. So it's not gonna have a clear destination. It's gonna have a speed, and it is going to have a direction. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How will I deal with that direction? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna describe it as dx and dy. I'm not sure if that's the right way to go about it just yet. Yeah. Okay. And 1 second is a lot for a bullet, isn't it? Bullets, I mean, even in this world, yeah, you don't want to give them the speed of actual bullets necessarily, but yeah, okay, we're just gonna say change in 1 second, okay? So, so am I gonna do tau bullet create, or am I gonna do tower fire? Okay, because that is basically what's going on, isn't it? Does it matter? It doesn't really matter, but do I think of it as a property of once the tower fires, the bullet will have a life on it of its own, right? Okay, void tau bullet create. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that needs a bit of cleaning up, but I don't want to deal with that right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The game logic. Here. There's other things I will have to take into account, like how often the tower can fire. I'll ignore that for now. Okay, so tower bullets create. Okay. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to show the bullets on the screen. Okay, they're not gonna move in this first stage, but I just want to have something visual on the screen. Okay, so bullets render. Yeah. So give it a greenish color. Okay, bullets render, and when we render in the scene render, I would say that's one of the last things we need to render, right? Okay, so That's not gonna look like much, but it's just to have like any kind of bullet there at all. Okay, so okay, so once the villain came in range, I would have liked to see a bullet show up there. Okay, I think I know what I forgot. Okay, so now, yeah, okay, so now you see the green dot. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm still not committed to this, but I will see. Yeah. Okay, bullet create. I'm gonna do it like this. Now, what we have here in this logic. Okay. I'm gonna spread that out or kind of organize it in multiple functions later, but here what we have is, okay, villain movements. Okay. Then here we have powers firing, and then here we're gonna have bullets moving. Okay. So here I want to change the yeah, I want to change where the bullets are at. I don't know if I need that Stardex. I don't know if I need that. Okay, so Hmm. Okay, that did not exactly happen as expected. Okay, so you have all the bullets there, all the bullets there. Why does the enemy, the villain, suddenly disappear? We've done nothing yet in terms of damage or anything. And that's just weird. It's like that villain disappears and both get, it disappears there and both turn blue again because it's no longer a villain. Why does the villain disappear there? They're super bullets. Um, okay, that's weird. Oh man, that could be a difficult bug to find out. Okay, that villain disappears there. Villain create. Okay. Okay, V out. So it wouldn't render it when we have V out. I think that's where game logic. Okay. We're not actually setting that V out to 0 anywhere yet. So that can't be it. Okay. Okay. How do I want to tackle this? I have to really think about debugging now, and this is not, I can't just run it in a debugger because it happens at a specific frame. Okay. Debugging. Void how debug output. I'm gonna write this bit of code here now. Okay. I'm sure this function will get very long over time, but for now, okay. Where are we putting this? I'm putting it there. Okay, let's see now. Villains 1. And then it stops rendering the villain, but there's still one villain. And now, okay, now it goes to 0 because it reached the destination. It reached the destination. So does it change V out somewhere? I thought it did, but oh right, here it's set to 1, so it's out. It means it's no longer there. Okay. Yeah. So if born and not V out. So that being the case, then why does it not render it? Hold on, I did that just a little bit too fast. Did it get stuck there? Okay. So X and Y was changing. Okay. So the X is changing and it's moving to the left. Okay. Oh. Okay, then there's a big gap here. Yeah, and if it goes there, it would be out of frame. Okay. So something is a... Oh, hold on. No. I thought maybe I accidentally wrote a V instead of a B, but I didn't. Okay. Okay, what if we don't have a bullet? So why does that code affect V? Why does that code affect the villain? Bullet create. B, I did not make a mistake. But smaller than max bullets. I did create bullet, max bullets. I did not make a mistake here. That's correct. Bullets. So the way it deals with that. Okay, something changes this. Okay, 327. What if I run that in a debugger? Okay, tower B327 run. Okay. Okay, maybe that's not. Maybe I didn't choose the right point. So yeah, that's when it begins to fire. It keeps working fine for a while, okay? The point where it malfunctions is when the X of the villain becomes the same as the X of the tower. Why should that be? Well, when this is 0. Hold on, did that compile properly? What happened here? No, it shouldn't be if defined. If debug. Okay. If. So now I set it to 0. But I still don't see an X there. So. If dx is smaller than 5. Really? What? Dx is smaller than 5? What am I missing here? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, because it's negative. Okay. Maybe a if x smaller than 0, return negative x. Else return x. Did that not work? Whoops. expected expression before if. Really? What do you want before if? Brackets? Is ABS already a function? Okay. Um, okay. 850, and then things disappear. Okay. So now I can take that point and put a breakpoint here in the debugger. Okay. So B329. Okay. I'm just gonna disappear for 1 minute. I'll be back, and then I'll run through this. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. So let's run through this and see what's happening. Okay. So okay. Here. So what is dx? Okay. -50 dy 80. Okay. So the distance is 94 pixels between this and that. That seems reasonable. You know, a length of 94 pixels. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm not gonna see much here just yet because things are still okay here, so okay, so that's the second tower, and that enemy is in range there too, so it goes to the same thing. Now it deals with bullets. Yeah, okay, yeah, and now there's quite a number of bullets, which I have to deal with that, right? But okay, so there's a large number of bullets, but that really should not affect. I really have to limit that, right? I wonder, does it go out of range? Is that what's happening? So 95. So there's 100 bullets, right? So 99. Okay. So 100. Not. It is 100. What? Why did it go through that last loop? Okay, so now it should be 101. Okay, so now oh yeah, because there's 1,000 bullets. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So and how many bullets are there here? I don't know. Okay. That definitely doesn't make it easy, right? I'm gonna reduce that to 3. Okay. And hold on now. Bullet create. If I equals then return null, and then okay, let's see if that does anything to the bug. Ah, yeah, so it had something to do with that. Okay, what happens now? Okay. Okay, I think what might have happened is that we went past, we used more than 1,000 bullets. So there was this bug. We used more than 1,000 bullets. It went past this. And then it kind of started to creep into the memory of this. Possibly. Because the compiler might rearrange how they are in memory. So it was, the bullets, we're using more bullets than allowed, and it was overwriting the memory of the towers. I suspect that's what happened. I'm not going to worry about it enough to further investigate. Okay, so that was a big distraction and the stuff we didn't need. We don't need that anymore. That kind of speaks for itself, so we don't need that. What do we want now? Okay. What we want now is a more sensible value for dx and dy. Okay, so okay, this is not going to be good, but I'm just curious what would happen if I did that. Right. Okay, that's okay. Okay, now I have to seriously think about the trajectory of those bullets. Okay, so I have a tower and I have a villain. I can compute the distance between the tower and the villain. In fact, I have that. I could use some trigonometry to figure out the angle, but I don't think that's necessarily what I mean here, what I need here. What I need is the slope. Yeah, what I need is the slope. So here I'm gonna do double and then slope equals dyd over dx. So how much does y change for a given d? Yeah, okay. We don't want to divide by 0. So now we have the slope. We have the slope and we have the distance. Then we want to give those bullets a particular speed. Okay. And we're going to say, you know, that those bullets maybe travel 1,000 pixels per second. Okay, just to say something, okay? 1,000 pixels per second. Here with the bullets, I changed the dx and the dy now. Oh, hello, orange crash. Okay. Have you been on the stream before? I think you've been on the stream before. So yeah, what am I working on now? I'm working on a tower defense game and I'm trying to figure out the trajectory of the bullets. So I have the slope. Yeah, you've been here before. Yeah, I thought so, yeah. So, okay, let me see. Can I figure this out? The slope. So I need to figure out how much it changes. How much dx and dy is going to change within a given time frame. So for each second, let's say I need to figure out per second how much is dx and dy going to change, right? Am I going to need to do trigonometry here? I'm not sure. I need to figure out the angle. Do I need to know the angle? Could try trial and error. to the bullet filling. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I could try that. I prefer to figure it out. You know, I mean that's the game so far. It's a very simple tower defense game. So when the red is the enemy, when it comes in range, those towers change color. And so as soon as the red come in range, you see the bullets, but they just go horizontally for the moment. So I want them to actually aim at the enemy. Trying to figure out whether I really need the trigonometry. I have to figure out the angle. Okay, I think I am gonna figure out. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I'm not sure how else to do it. So the I need to do this, right? So the opposite of the hypotenuse is the sine. Right? So is the opposite. So what is the opposite in this case? It's dy. Okay, so it's dy d over the distance. All right. That's the sine and the cosine. Okay. So now I can say for that particular angle, how much dx and dy am I gonna need? Right, so yeah. So it's gonna be the cosine times 1,000. Now 1,000 because I'm assuming it's traveling at 1,000 pixels per second. Right. Okay. I don't really need the slope then. Okay, I'm not very confident about this. Now, yeah, I'm gonna start by just printing out those sines and cosines. I always get mixed up about those. I'm gonna see if those angles are same. Do you want me to help with some ideas? Well, you can suggest stuff if you want. Sine is not a function. Cosine is not a function. Um, for the cosine, see standard library. math.h, yeah, so math.h. So I don't know why it's telling me cosine is not a it's not a function. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, what am I gonna call it? Angle. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, so do those numbers look same? So it goes from 0 to 1. Yeah, I can't judge it. I don't know. Yeah, you thought that sine wasn't a thing. Yeah, I thought so too, but I just use it as a variable name as well, and so that was the problem. So, okay. What about the bullets now and the trajectory? Okay, those bullets are going up there. Okay, couple of things. Let me choose a different color for those bullets, number one, so that we can see them better. Okay. Here. Okay, so those are the bullets. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I'm gonna slow them down. Okay, which just makes it easier to think about when they're moving slowly. Okay. So that doesn't look bad at all. That doesn't look bad at all. Actually. Oh, the bush flying up. Yeah, I mean, it's still buggy, but there we are. Now it looks like it's actually, and then I run out of bullets, right? But it looks now like it's actually following the enemy. Yeah, so actually this might be a lot closer. I can't quite make out if it just misses them or if it's just too slow. What if I put the tower further apart? Right. Yeah, it's basically shooting at it. Okay, 1,000 bullets. Okay, I'm gonna implement that like a cooldown. Okay. So basically, okay, power. I'm gonna do double. No, it's not double. Int ticks last fired. Okay, so it's gonna fire, let's say, once every 500 milliseconds. Okay, let's just say. So game logic, here the towers. For every tower. So do we have the ticks here? Okay, the ticks. Yes. So here it's gonna be last fire equals ticks. Okay. If TO last fired minus ticks first of all, if last fire is not 0, and do you know that bird is a word? What? Yes. Okay. Good note. Good noches. Oh, is that a Spanish name? Good noches. It's a song. I'm not familiar with the song. No. Okay. So if two last word, last what? Last fired, and so in other words, it's not 0, and then that should be the other way around. Is bigger than 500, then I do the following. Okay. Did that introduce a mistake here somewhere? Ah, yeah. Okay. It means good night because I'm always sleepy. Okay, why you put everything in the same file? Why do I put everything in the same file? Well, I mean, there's only about 600 lines, so it's a bit too early to split things up. Okay, so now let's have a look. Okay, that's... Now they're not firing at all, so that's... Um... So yeah, if it has ever fired and it's been longer than 500. Okay. Okay, that works now. That. Okay, now I don't see any bullets anymore. But those bullets are really going fast now. Okay. That's not terrible. I mean, it's not good yet, but I'll be arting over if you need me. Okay. So okay, we have ticks over here. So either we haven't fired yet, or we have fired, but it's been a longer than 100 milliseconds. That should work now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good now. Well, that's not. Okay. Okay. It's. Yeah. Right. Okay. This. Okay. Okay. So the towers are firing at the right time. Okay. Right. They're firing at the right time. Okay. So that's number one. That's a good thing. Right. So the other thing is that at least at first it's in the right direction. Right. Get screwed up then. See, the first, it follows it nicely, but then it should reverse direction, right? So right, it's going down. Okay, and then that angle gets more shallow, so it's almost like it's still following it. It just in the wrong, like almost like it should be the mirror image of it, right? So nicely this way, and then it's going steeper again. So hmm. Okay, I really should draw a diagram for this, right? Um, let's focus on the x. Okay, so TOX minus VX. Okay, so what's gonna happen is if the enemy is to the right of the tower, then this will be bigger. Then it will be bigger, so dx is negative. Okay, enemy is to the left, that will be bigger, so dx is positive. Right, it correctly calculates the distance. Yeah, as the crow flies, that is the correct distance. Okay? Then if the distance becomes smaller than the range, it needs to fire. Okay, so all that is good. So then, okay, decides to fire. Okay, then that's just changing type. That should still be good. Then the cosine is the adjacent over the distance, the hypotenuse. That is also good. Yeah, and the distance will never be 0 because the enemy doesn't get that close. Now, we want to tighten that up a bit, but for now, that's good. Okay. So, okay. Now, the cosine is the whole time it is positive. The entire time it is positive. Is that right? Okay. Positive, positive, and then I'm gonna um I'm gonna have one tower so I can more easily see what I'm doing. Okay, so the cosine is positive, positive, then it flips and it's still positive. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna draw a circle here. You have positive. So the cosine grows. It gets to nearly 1. Okay, that's to nearly 1. And then it shrinks again. Okay. So is that better? No. Oh. Oh well. Okay, it's exactly the opposite. Okay, so now bullets follow it, and now, yeah, the bullets keep following the villain. Yeah. So that's better. When it comes to Y, the Y value, it does basically the same thing, right? It's coming down, and then it goes up again. Yeah. What if I increase the range? The range, I'm gonna make it 1,000 pixels for now, just to see how that works. Yeah. So the bullets are following the villain. It's just that it's not very accurate. Well, accuracy is not the problem here. Okay, now they're fast. And now the bullets are fast. What if I make them very slow? Did they seem to come up again? Yeah, it looks like there's a significant delay. Okay, what happens if I put back in the second tower? I don't know. Yeah, it still doesn't feel right. I don't know what's wrong, but there's still. Okay, I'm gonna increase the rate of fire. See, it goes down and up again. Okay, no, something is definitely wrong. Something is definitely not right. Okay. Villain create. So the boundary check, that's what I was going to do, and then I didn't. So and then max villains exceeded. Oh my, look at that. I never even return the villain. Not that I necessarily need that, but okay. Right, okay, does that make any difference? No. Okay, that's weird. The way it goes up, it goes down, then it goes horizontally. Here it goes horizontally again. What's up with that? Does that have to do with how I calculate the trajectory, or does that have to do with where it thinks the villain is at? The movement of the villain itself is good, right? Um, yeah, I need to clean up that code, but problem is not here anyway. The problem is not here anyway. The way that the villains move is actually quite good. Okay? This is actually this red dot is moving along the path very smoothly. Okay? So that's not the issue. That's not the issue. And then for the towers, it goes through the tower. It goes through the villains to check if the villains are in range. The villains won every time. And then V+1. Yeah. I mean, right now there's only one villain, so that code is not really the way it should be, but that's not the issue right now. Vx and Vy. Sure that that's right. Make sure it's not working with an out of date thing, right? Also, it seems to me like the shots are aiming behind the enemy. They're aiming behind it. Yeah, they're definitely not aiming correctly. Yeah, as in there is a delay, right? The aiming where the enemy used to be in some cases. Yeah, that doesn't even matter at this point, right? This doesn't do anything. I wonder what I need to fix this. Like, do I need to be able to go through this frame by frame? Do I need to put in a system where I can... I nearly want a system where I can almost like slowing down time, right? Because otherwise it gets very hard to get an idea of exactly what's going on. So do I want to put in a debugging mode where I can either slow down time as if it's aiming at its current position instead of its future? Well, yeah, it is aiming at its current position. But I think like the bullet is going so fast, maybe that doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't explain why it seems to go like why the bullets first they go up. It's almost like they go backwards. You see, they shoot this way and then they shoot that way. So something is going on here. I want to slow this down. Okay, I need to slow this down. I need to stop time in some way. Because bullet speed and enemy speed, so if the enemy, which I'll call foe, moves away from its position before the bullet gets to a foe, yeah, I mean that's true, but there's another problem besides that, I think. Okay, game logic. if not debug. Yeah. And then the key, process the key. So if I do, which key am I gonna use for that? N. I'm just gonna use N. Okay. So does that work? So what if I do debug is 1? I should move debug to the top so I can find it easily. Okay. Yep. So if I do this. Okay. So now if I do N, right, I can get it 1 frame at a time. That looks a bit freaky. In fact, that's completely wrong. Oh yeah, but right, the time. Okay, if I do that, the timings are all off. So, okay, okay, yeah. So I need to artificially slow down time as well. If I'm gonna do this. Okay. Fix here. Okay. So let me see now. uint32 tau get fix. Go on. If debug. Okay. If debug else. So return SDL get fix. Yeah. And then otherwise it needs to do oh, that's not gonna work either, will it? Actually, it could. Okay. In fact, it won't matter. It won't matter. Yeah. I have a feeling that's not quite gonna work, but okay. That it? I had a feeling I had to use that in more places. I've used it in the game launcher. Oh, there, yeah. Okay. A few arguments. Target text. Oh, now we see the bullet moving slowly. But the villain is gone already. Okay. So what's up with that? Villain. Okay, that should. Oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. I knew something was not gonna work quite right. Now I think that's gonna have issues too, but maybe they're not too bad. No, oh for goodness sake, no, that's not working either. Yeah, is it still working fine when debug is 0? Well, fine, not exactly fine, but as usual, yeah, that's still working as normal. Okay, so what is the issue with me slowing down time in this way, right? I do it in intervals of 100 milliseconds. Right. The problem we run into is with the main here in the main thing. Does that fix it? Ah, yeah. Huh. Well, we see how here that's going out already, but it's not the right trajectory. And then here, all those bullets here are going straight. Is that just because of the delay? Is that all it is? No, that can't explain why things went up. Right? Okay, I'm gonna change that bullet speed. Here. Now, I'm gonna make this into a macro. And this is not gonna be the final thing, but for now it will do, okay? They all basically form the same trajectory, right? Even after the villain has moved on, this is still moving in the exact same. And now, is it just a matter of delay? Is that all it is? Is that the only issue here? Just the delay? So if the bullets are much faster, now they're actually hitting. See that bullet there, it went in front of him. Oh, right. Now, I do remember something now. I said I was going to do it later, and then I didn't. Ooh, okay. So what is the issue here? Here is just changing the X and Y coordinate of the bullet a set amount. for every frame. But of course, it should do it based on time. Oh, would that be the problem? That could be the problem. If that is how much it should move per second, yeah, okay. Okay, get ticks. Okay. So bullet last ticks. Last ticks equals ticks. Okay. Then time difference between B last ticks, no, ticks minus last ticks. Okay. So basically, how much time has elapsed since the last time that we went through this game logic? Okay, and so the dx, it's supposed to be the amount per second, so 1,000 milliseconds. So double percentage equals time diff divided by 1,000. Okay, that should at least be better, hopefully. Okay. Is there a check for if a bullet hits a foe? Not at the moment. I first want to get the trajectory right, and then I'm gonna do those checks. Okay, so that was a disaster. What's going on with that? I wonder if I should move everything to doubles. The thing is, yeah, for the pixels it has to be integers. Yeah. Or does it? I'm not sure. No, that's still a disaster. Okay. If time diff is smaller than, so if we consider 16, okay. So if it's been less than 16 milliseconds, we don't need to update. Because I think the time intervals are maybe so small that it's not, no, okay, that's not the issue either. Oh yeah, okay, maybe it's just that that number here is way too small. Yeah, no. Well, kinda. Oh. Yeah, okay, now that looks a lot better. Not, it still has issues, but it still looks a lot better. Okay, it still has issues. Still has a lot of issues. It's slowly, the villain is moving a lot faster than the bullets are. Sometimes the bullets are moving, the trajectory of the bullets is moving a lot faster. It's kind of, it's shooting up there. Okay, that's where the time delay now maybe would come in handy to actually see what's going on frame by frame, okay? And now it's not firing. Okay. I don't know. Look, it's progress, right? It's progress. It's better. I've been streaming for 2 hours, so I'm gonna take a break now. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back probably later today. Still early morning here, so I'll be back later. Have a good break. Okay, thank you, Orange. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.